This is another video for all the auto shop owners who are sick of doing everything themselves. I'm here again with Sean Gilfillan of Automotive Magic and Magic Lube and Rubber in New Jersey. Hey, Sean.
How you doing, Chris?
And for those of you that don't know me, my name is Chris Lawson. I am the owner and founder of Technician Find. And I was just having a conversation with Sean about what the difference is before he really started building out his high performance team and after he started building out his high performance team. And he started showing me some of the graphs because he takes meticulous records. Sean is really a numbers guy and he knows his numbers inside and out. And I mean, it's like night and day when he really started working on the business and developing his team. So, Sean, can you take us through that process? What was going on in your business and your life at that time, and what really
Yeah.
made the transition?
I could sum up, the entire 21 years of business. Started out April Fool's Day of 2003 in a small little two-bay shop. It was just myself, turned a key in the door, and away we go, right? Yeah, that big dream of having the freedom. And that was really cool in the beginning. And then you start realizing your employees coming in and you're paying people and you got bills. And it's like, well, what's left over? And it was always a struggle. I thought that opening up and moving into a bigger location, my one spot was kind of crunched out. And we moved into a 6,000 square foot building, immediately thinking that my sales are going to triple. And all of a sudden, I had to start managing two or three times the amount of people to get the business to be where it is. And from 2009 when we moved into the new shop, right on up through 2016, 17, I was really working in the business. I was putting fires out all the time. And I really committed 2017. I was working with a coach and I backed myself out of the shop by looking at, well, how many cars did I work on this year? And if it was, 150, I said, my goal for next year is 75 cars. And I actually tracked that game for myself as the owner. It created a lot more free time for me. Sharing with the team, like, hey, I'm here for you, but you can only use me 75 times this year. So choose the battles, right? And right on out to I really haven't touched a car in about 3 years. And the more I've realized in the last, I'd say even the last 3 4 years, the more focus and effort we put into making sure our employees' lives work inside and outside the business, whatever they may need, right? This could go as deep as personal life coaching help or financial acumen classes and helping them understand finances and budgets. And what I found was once we can get their lives straightened out outside the shop, it's not coming in, and they really had a keen understanding of how the machine works here. With understanding all the numbers, made it a lot easier for me to be able to share them how this works. And we got a game to play. Everybody's chasing the target, and from 2017, our sales were just under $1 million. Last year, we were at 1.79, so just about kissing that tail end of 2 million. And same amount of people, same amount of car count, just a little more focus on customer service and the people. Of course, prices have gone up, but that wasn't the major change and shift there. It was really getting the team to communicate well, getting them on board with playing a game, and having a reward system that really aligned with the goals, not only of the shop, but for them personally.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And
Yeah.
I mean, you are the personification of the old saying, work smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
And that's really what it's about. And it's a difficult shift. I
It
talk
is.
with shop owners all the time. And I mean, lots of them that are still on the counter or, even turning wrenches. And it's a difficult shift, but it really is a mindset shift, wouldn't you say?
Well, totally. And I still catch myself like if I see a coachable moment, something that I may have stepped on quite a few times in the past, not realizing how I came off when I want to correct somebody, is really having that higher level of understanding and communication in a way that we emotionally connect. And I could say that I may have really kind of pushed some really good people out of here just by the way I was attempting to correct what was out, whether it was the way that the customer was handled or they were communicated to, or estimate wasn't right, or whatever the case was. When you're correcting your people, I think that's a key element to having a performing team that's going to produce for you is being able to be transparent, authentic, and really share all the experiences that happen within the organization from the customer standpoint.
Yeah.
Like put yourself in their shoes. What would you feel if you had to come in to this shop and that happened to you?
Yep.
And I think once everybody's on the same page, and that's where you really get into the culture building, right? Some people
Mhm.
could care less, right? Like I don't care. Yeah, or that customer's a pain in the ass. Well, he might be, but the guy needs his car service, and
Yeah.
really being able to connect emotionally and build those relationships with our customers, clients, guests. As we continue to grow the organization, it's like we're seeing a different dynamic of people that we're serving also, right? The
Yeah.
people that appreciate what we do, how we do it, the relationships with the people in the shop, all of the employees, and it's just been a truly remarkable a feat to look back now where I was standing in 2017, thinking that I was not going to get this freedom and space. You know, Earlier on, I spent so much time in a shop, put me through a divorce, my first relationship, and it really was me not being responsible for putting the time that I needed for myself, and it's tough. So I get it. I've been there, and man, the other side of that is tremendously awesome and available to everybody.
That's fantastic. Yeah. And I really, I've been witness to a lot of the work that you've done, not only in your shop, but also on yourself. And I think
Yeah.
that's really important. And that's why we're really going to focus on that. At the end of the month, we've got a 3-day workshop that's coming up, and we're going to be walking through all of these things that you need. The attraction piece, how do you attract top talent? The development piece, how do you develop those top talent? Once you've hired those A players, how do you train them in order to work together? So the front of the house speaks with the back of the house, so everybody's communicating and everybody's open and transparent. And then how do you retain them? So now you've trained up this team that's really high performing and self-managing. How do you make sure they don't leave and go somewhere else? We're going to be spending a day on each one of those areas and really digging deep. And Sean's going to be speaking there, talking about his journey and what he did. I'll be talking about the technician attraction blueprint and how we've generated over 80,000 applications over the last 6 years for auto repair shops and diesel repair shops. We've got lots of other speakers that are going to be there too. You really want to be in this room. If you're an independent shop owner or a GM, you really want to be in this room. There's going to be a lot of good people here. We're going to be masterminding and we're going to be having some fun. So that's going to be at the end of this month, May 31st through June 2nd. I think Sean's going to have some folks coming out early and doing some skydiving and some shop visits. So if you're interested, you definitely want to go to the website and register quickly. We've got a few spots left, and we'd love to see you there and have you in the room.